Hi everyone, it's Sarah here with your April 2016 love readings. Just wanted to start the videos by saying I'm really sorry about not getting around to the March videos. Just had a really busy month. My daughter was poorly, I work full time, and I've got two kids, so doing the videos is sometimes a lot of extra work that takes a lot of energy, and last month I just didn't have the time or the energy, so I'm really sorry about that. I know how people rely on them and how annoying it is when they're not out, so I'm really sorry about that. But thank you to everybody for all your lovely comments and emails asking me if I was okay and where I was. I know that there's a lot of readers on YouTube, so the fact that you were so bothered about the fact that mine went out is really flattering and lovely, so thank you so much for that. Also, if you are interested, I'd stopped doing private readings last month for a lot of the month because I was so busy, so I've started doing those again now. So if you want a private reading, they are £35 for 45 minutes and £50 for an hour. So we cover whatever you want to cover in that time. So if you want a private reading, then please get in touch via my email. It's orchidterror16@gmail.com. And also please watch your moon sign, rising sign. If your sun sign doesn't resonate with you, a lot of the time my rising sign is a lot more accurate than my sun sign. It all depends. So just check them all out and see which is the most accurate for you for the month. Okay, so I'll get on with your April readings now. So again, thank you for all your support, and sorry about getting the videos out late, and please like, share and subscribe if you like the videos. Thank you, bye. Hi Virgo. I'm just going to, I've shuffled the cards loads off camera, so I'm just going to get on with it. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Okay, what you've got at the centre of your reading, can you see? Oh, glary. Is the Temperance card. So what the Temperance card means is that this month you're just feeling quite well balanced. If you can see, she's got two cups that she's pouring stuff from one to the other. So I think this month, whatever it is that you're doing is going to take balance to get what you want out of it. So you're going to, it's like, sort of think of it as like making a cake. So you need a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of the other. If you put too much into one area, then everything will crumble. So you just need to be really aware of, it's really glary. You need to be really aware of what you're doing, and just judging by some of the other cards that you've got, I think you could quite easily overindulge in certain areas, and if you do that, then you're going to end up, it's going to not work out great for you. So just be really aware of what you're doing. Just do everything quite slowly and be quite measured in what you do. Okay, what you've got crossing you, which is going to influence the month for good or bad, is the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is about conflict, but in this situation, I think what it is, it's about conflict it's about knowing when to give up with conflict. It's about the fact that there are no winners or losers in a situation, because if you can see, he's holding these five swords and looking at this woman on the floor, and he's saying, look, I've got all the swords, you've got no swords, and he's kind of gloating about it and being the victor, but really nobody's the victor in that situation, because basically if you've got all the five swords, then somebody else has got no swords, and even though the victory at first will be a good victory, you know, you'll feel good about it, but as time goes on, you won't feel good about it. So it can also mean as well, which is what I'm picking up more, is that I think, you know, I'm a Virgo, so I know sort of what's been happening in the last few months, and I think it's been quite a struggle these last few months in terms of relationships, in terms of getting over relationships, in terms of people maybe not treating you very well. And I think there comes a point where you just have to go, and some of your other cards are showing that as well, is that you just have to say, right, I'm just not going to fight anymore for this situation. I'm just going to put down swords, and I'm, you know, just know when to step away, know when something is bad for you, know when it's, sometimes the more you fight for something, the more it will go wrong. And because you've got this balance, you just need to, the person that you're fighting with, the situation that you're fighting against, at this moment in time, they are stronger than you are. They are in a better position than you are. So sometimes the winner is the person that doesn't play the game. Sometimes the winner is the person who goes, right, do you know what? I'm done with this. I'm walking away. So I think that's what this is saying to you. And the reason that I say that I'm feeling that more is because below you, you've got the Seven of Cups reversed. I'll show you up, right? The Seven of Cups reversed. So what this means is, when it's upright, it means that you have a lot of choices, but these choices can sometimes not be true choices. They can feel like, they can be illusions, they can be fantasies. And when it's upright, that's a good thing. It's always good to have fantasies and illusions and dreams. But when it's this way, it's saying that you're realising that these things are actually just fantasies. They're just dreams. They're just, and I think you've tried really hard to manifest these things that you want to manifest, but there comes a point where you just have to go, where you just have to admit defeat. You just have to accept defeat. And that doesn't mean that, you're a loser. It just means that you've realised that you've put everything that you can into a situation. You've done everything that you possibly can. And now it's time to just say, right, okay. And it's not to say that it won't work out later down the line. But at this current moment in time, the best thing that you can do is just accept the situations that are not moving forward in your life, that are not working for you, that are not bringing you what you want out of them. And just accept that, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not this month anyway. What you've got behind you and in the recent past is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, or somebody that embodies those characteristics. It doesn't have to be a woman. It can be a man or a woman in a general reading. So somebody has played a part in your life who's one of those signs, or moon or rising sign, or just, it could just be, and I'm getting the feeling that this is you, that it is, you're coming off quite a good, I think March was quite a good month for you, you've been quite driven, you've been quite passionate about things, or you've been around somebody who was this person who played a part in your life. What you've got above you is a really great card, which is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, so this is what you're thinking about, this is what is on your mind, and this is the ultimate happiness. The Ten of Cups is about, in the Rider-Waite deck, it's a family with, rainbow with 10 cups and a lovely house and a field with the kids and the mum and the dad. And, in this deck, which sort of is a little bit different, it's just that it's a man and a woman. So that interpretation is slightly different. But I think what's on your mind is that you've got this ideal of what love is and what you want from a relationship and what you need from a relationship. And I think with these two cards as well, with the Five of Swords and with the Seven of Cups reversed, I think you're just really realising that the relationships that you've had in the past haven't fulfilled you and not fulfilling you, and no matter how much you try and hold on to them and no matter how much you try and make them fit, I think in March and a little bit more in April, you're going to look at situations in terms of, are they right for you? Not necessarily are they the norm, the normal situation, but are they right for you? Do they make you happy? And I think you're going to really, with this Five of Swords, you're going to really cut out anything that doesn't make you happy. You're going to, I think Virgos are a little bit battle weary. That's sort of, you've been let down a lot by people over the last few months. And I think that now you just coming to realise that, nobody else is responsible for your happiness. You're responsible for your happiness. And that happiness doesn't have to be this kind of set, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not, doesn't have to be what society says it has to be. It just has to be what makes you happy. And whatever that may be, that's what's on your mind. So I think that you're thinking very much about happiness, about how, what defines your happiness, what you want from the future. I think you're really, really looking at that in April, and I think you just, with this Five of Swords, you're just going to cut out anything. You're just ready. You're just at that point to cut out anything that doesn't make you happy, and that's a great place to be. What you've got in the future, which is a little bit worrying, is the Devil. Can you see that? So the Devil is about addictions. It's about feeling addicted or being chained to something. So I think there is still some residual. There could be a relationship that you're feeling that you can't let go of, or that you know, it's about sort of codependency a little bit. That's how I feel about this card. It's about, you know, that you want to move on from this relationship, or doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It can be a way of thinking, it can be a negative way of thinking, it can be you know, which if that is the case, this is a good card. If you've been chained to some idea or some thought of what life and love is about, or you've been chained to an idea of a relationship or a person, then the Devil card says that you're not chained to it. You think you're chained to it, but you're not, and you know that you need to release those chains, and you can release those chains. So in the future, I think, you know, you're going to have this realization that this is my happiness, this is my love, this is what I want from my life. You're going to see the people that have been in your life for what they are. All the illusions and the fantasies about these people are going to be removed. And you're going to have a change of, you're going to see that, you know, you're going to have a change of mindset. It can also mean that you are going to still feel chained to something that isn't good for you. It can also speak of to addictions as well, in terms of drink and drugs. You might just be going out partying too much. So just be aware of that. But I get the feeling more that you're just getting rid of negative patterns of thinking, and that's a good thing. What you've got in your environment, which is another great card and has come up for every sign so far, is the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. Is all your wishes are going to be granted. So I think my advice to you at this point in the reading is really, really, you need to really think about what this happiness is, because you're going to be able to manifest it soon. It's going to come out soon. So if you stay chained to these relationships that are not good for you, and you keep fighting this fight that is not worth fighting, that is not that you're not going to win, basically, with whether it be with a person or whether it be with ideas or situations, you know, if you can be strong enough and balanced enough with the Temperance card to see that these illusions are just that, fantasies and illusions, and they're never going to materialize, then something else better can come along. And, you know, so if you wish for this situation, and it's the bad situation that you're trying to get out of, it probably will materialise. I don't think, judging by the rest of the cards, that it's going to be this month, but it will materialise. But I would really strongly advise you to really think about what it is that makes you happy, and whether this situation, sometimes we can get so caught up in having this end goal of either getting this person back or finding this specific person or being chained to this idea about what we want out of life. And, you know, we can be so determined that that's going to happen that we actually miss all of the other good stuff that's happening. So just really have a look around you at what other good stuff you have in your life, and try and make that, and see if that is what makes you happy. Because I think this thing that you've been chained to, this thing that is you've been fighting with, doesn't make you happy at all. Okay, so another good card, how other people see you, and is the Three of Swords reversed, which is a brilliant card. When it's upright, it's about heartbreak. It's about feeling real intense pain and heartbreak. But when it's reversed, it's the end of that heartbreak. You're coming to the end of the heartbreak. All the swords are falling out. You are you're starting to heal from it all. So I think, you know, people can see that. People can see that you're moving on, that you're making a life for yourself. I just really don't want you to get pulled back into this bad situation, because you're at the start of getting over it, and you need to just realise that it's just a fantasy, just an illusion. What you've got in your hopes and fears is the Seven of Swords. So glaring, can you see that? So, I mean, it's a fear for a lot of people, and especially this month. But the fear is that somebody's getting away with something, that somebody is hiding something from you, is keeping things from you. You're worried, and everybody in life has bad relationships, and you won't find somebody, probably unless they're very young, who hasn't had the heart broken, and it can lead you to worry that that is going to happen again. And obviously that is a possibility. You can't, even with the best intentions, when you go into something with the best intentions, you can't say that you're not going to get your heart broken, even if the person is the loveliest person in the world. There may come a point where they decide that they don't want to be in your life, and if you want to be in theirs, then you're gonna have heartbreak. But sometimes, and what you have to realise with this card, especially when it's a fear, is sometimes the fear of the thing happening is greater than the actual thing happening. Worrying about it so much. And it can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. You can make it happen. If you worry about something so much, it affects your behaviour, it changes your behaviour, it makes you become not yourself. And in order to get the happiness that you deserve and that is there for you with this wish card, you need to just trust. You need to trust people, and you need to trust yourself, that you can see who these people are that are gonna, that you can differentiate between somebody who is gonna, that's the bin man, that you can differentiate between somebody who is gonna hurt you and who isn't gonna hurt you. You're never gonna know 100%, but people feel these things, and you will feel it. So just don't worry about it too much. Okay, in your outcome, you have got the Knight of Wands, which is a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, and this is somebody coming in, somebody who's going to come in quite rapidly. It doesn't have to be one of those signs, or it could be their moon or rising. It can be a man or a woman. All you need to know about this card is somebody is coming in quickly, and they are passionate, fiery, driven. That sometimes they can be a bit flaky, and they can be a bit fly by night. They might go out quicker than they come in. But with this person, it's never boring. So even if they do go out, I'm going to pull some clarifying cards on that, and just to see a little bit more about that. Your other two outcome cards are the Six of Wands reversed and the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a great card, and it's about basically in the near future, you're going to start reaping the rewards of the work that you've put in. So if you have been seeing people for what they are, if you are being balanced, and you are looking at really glaring, if you are looking at situations in the right way, if you're ready for this happiness that is out there for you, and you can see what this happiness is, then it's going to start happening. You're going to start reaping the rewards. You're going to start reaping those pentacles from the tree. You just need to stop focusing on things that are not good for you, and focus on the things that are good for you. And when you do that, and when you know what that is, this is all going to happen. However, with the Six of Wands, it's not going to happen straight away. The seeds have been planted with this. You planted the seeds, and it is going to come. And, it could be this Knight of Wands that is bringing this to you. But it's not going to happen this month. So don't get, the victory is there. This card, when it's upright, is about victory. It's about celebration and victory. And you've come to the end of the road, and it's, you're getting the acclaim and the recognition for all the hard work that you've put in. So this is going to come, but it's either not going to come yet, or it might be that when it comes, it's not quite as good as you thought it was going to be. But don't give up hope. Don't give up hope that it's going to happen. Don't slip back into this devil. Don't slip back into that, because if you do, this will never turn the right way around. You're always going to be, you're just at the precipice of things happening, of things moving on, and you can, you know, you whatever you wish for is going to happen. So you need to be making the right wishes. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards on. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So on this Knight of Wands, you've got the Page of Swords reversed. Oh, I'm going to have to do this later on, I think. Page of Swords reversed, the Four of Cups reversed, and the King of Pentacles reversed. So this Knight of Wands, whoever this Knight of Wands is, they're not going to be around for a long time, I don't think. The Page of Swords is somebody who is quite immature, quite, you know, there's going to be words, there's going to be arguments and issues with this person. It's, you know, there's going to be some fast-moving communication. So it could be with this person that, you know, you're trying to avoid arguments with. Could be that this person is going to come back and be, you know, you're going to have these arguments. You've got the King of Pentacles reversed, which is a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Somebody who is quite greedy, quite materialistic, somebody who, you know, so it could be that you're arguing about money, about, with these two cards together, I get the feeling of sort of like child support or something to do with children, something to do with family issues are gonna, there's gonna be arguing about that. And it's gonna leave you feeling very dejected, apathetic, unable to, it's going to leave you feeling like you're putting in all this work and nothing is actually materialising. And I think April is going to be about, it's going to be about regrouping and finding out what it is that you want out of life, what is your happiness, what is going to make you happy. And it's really hard sometimes to know what that is, because we delude ourselves with what we think happiness is. Right, okay, I'm just going to go to this Devil. Oh, that's good. Oh. By the way, this Page of Swords can be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So watch out for somebody who is maybe a bit manipulative of those signs, or there's some harsh words or immaturity. But on this Devil, you have got the Star, which is really great card. You've got Judgment, again, another great card, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. So this Devil this is confirming what I said to you before, which is that you, this is about healing. It's about, I call it the hopeful healing card. So it's like you look into the future, and I said to you before that this feels more like it's about your views on things, your negative outlook or views on things are going to be crumbling. You're going to realise that you're not chained to this negative outlook. And the Star is all about that. It's about healing. It's about, you know, looking to, as well as this Three of Swords, it's about just going within yourself and knowing that you've got everything within yourself to heal from this situation, to heal yourself. Judgment, again, is about a rebirth. So it's about being at a crossroads and being reborn. It's about rising from the ashes. So, you know, you're gonna have this moment sometime quite soon where you're gonna think, I'm just leaving behind all that crap that has happened to me, and I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to make it a massive thing in my life. I'm just going to move on with my life. And the Page of Pentacles is about planning. It's about planning for future things, something tangible, something in the material world that you can hold on to. So it could be a project, it could be, it's about making a plan for the future. So I think, like I said before, this month is definitely, I mean, this Knight of Wands could be somebody that comes in. I don't think they're going to be around for a long time, but it could be that, you know, it could be that they just come into your life to kind of show you what's out there, to show you what these things are that you could be experiencing. You know, I'm not saying that they're not going to be around forever. They may be, but the Knight means that it's just in its very early stages. Could be that next month we see they've moved on to a Queen or a King. So that is a, you know, it might be that this person is right, but just be wary. Just watch out for this person, because I did get the Page of Swords reversed on them. Yeah. So to sum up, just basically this month, try not to fall back into negative old patterns. Try not to fight. Realise that, you know, sometimes to win the fight, you have to just not fight at all. That the thing that you've been striving for is potentially, you know, you potentially seeing that these things are illusions and fantasies that are not going to become reality, at least definitely not in April. And strive for this actual happiness, real happiness, tangible happiness that is not based on illusions, because it's out there for you and it will come with the Nine of Cups. Okay, I hope that helped, Virgo, and I will see you again in May.